Because sometimes we're getting out of the line and we're leaving our blessing. We're leaving our opportunity to be able to go into a new season, to be able to cross over the tracks of life, and to be able to step into a new area that we have not experienced before. But many times we give up, we leave. I want to encourage you all. Hi, guys, this is Chiquita Robertson. And on today, I want to encourage you all to not get weary in well doing. So many times we get frustrated with the wait, with having to just sit back and almost watch time go by. But know that God has not forgotten you. Know that you have not missed your window of opportunity. Know that in due season you shall reap if you faint not. I actually received a call earlier today, and my sister was sharing with me on a post that she was going to make. I'll try to tag you all or put the link to the post, but it was a post that she made, and it looks like she took a picture of a train that was going by. But somehow, I guess it stopped, and there was a long wait, and people began to one by one get out of the line and keep going. But she found herself steadily waiting, even as the people in front of her, people behind her began to get out of the line and turn around and back their car out and it just go back. She found herself just waiting and waiting. She was like, Lord, why am I waiting? He's like, just sit there, just sit there. And before you knew it, the opportunity came. And so I think that's just the same in life. Many times we get so frustrated, but we have an opportunity to wait and see the salvation of the Lord. Now, one thing is key. Sometimes you say, I'm waiting, and nothing's happening. But God have already shared with you that you need to get up and leave. Now, for my sister, she knew that the Lord was keeping her there. She knew that the Lord was saying, no, just wait, just wait. So it is important that in your journey that you're hearing the voice of the Lord so that he will give you direction in what to do. But when he's saying to wait, when you see no other doors opening and he's telling you to wait right where he is, to wait and see the salvation of the Lord, then you need to wait, okay? Because sometimes we're getting out of the line and we're leaving our blessing. We're leaving our opportunity to be able to go into a new season, to be able to cross over the tracks of life, and to be able to step into a new area that we have not experienced before. But many times we give up, we leave. I want to encourage you all to not get weary in well doing, to wait. If God is telling you to stay where you are and to wait, he's telling you to wait, because you never know. All of the people that are getting out of the line, all they're doing is making way for you to get promoted, to get blessed, and to take their place in that line. And so I want to close with this. I can remember years ago, and this is kind of a little correlation with what I'm sharing, is to not get weary in well doing. It was a point where I was in my career where I was not being promoted. I was not getting ahead in my career, and I was so frustrated. But I can remember God just really encouraging me to wait, to keep doing the work that I'm sharing with you to do, to keep doing it in a spirit of excellence. Because some of you are getting weary and you're just like, you know what? I'm tired and I should be promoted and they're not promoting me. Or I'm tired, I should be blessed and I've been, living the right life. I've been keeping myself. I've been doing the things I need to, but I'm not seeing it. So you get weary, you get slack. You become, a little lazy with certain things. You become where you're compromising. Don't compromise. When we're waiting, God is wanting us to wait in excellence, to wait with the right attitude, to wait with the right spirit, and even in our actions, okay? So I can remember God saying, hey, in due season, I'm going to promote you. And you know what? That time came. That time came for me, and I waited. I waited for God to do it. And when he did it, it was a lasting thing. And I knew he was the one that did it. And just kind of a little tidbit just to share with you all. I can remember I had moved to a different place and I was on my way to a job that I had started some months before. And God was doing a new work. He was giving me so much favor on that new job. Now, I felt like I should have been promoted where I was, but that didn't happen. And you know what? It was okay. God told me to move on. And when he opened the door, I moved. And I remember being at this job and I was on my way to work one day. And I was behind a long procession of vehicles. I was like, oh my God, Lord, I need to get beyond them. Like they are driving so slow. And so once kind of the procession came into the city limits, the lane split into two. Now, you would think a lot of the drivers, because there was probably at least probably 10 cars ahead of me, that many of those drivers would have branched off into the other lane, but they didn't. They all stayed in the same lane. And so as soon as my opportunity came, I got into that other lane and I went ahead of the entire procession of cars. And I got in front of the car that was really holding up the procession. So I got in front of that car and I'm like trucking it along. I'm like, I'm getting to where I got to go. And the voice of the Lord said, and you see what you just did right there? How you bypassed all those cars and got into the front of the line? He said, and that's what I'm about to do to you. So I want to encourage you all to not get weary in well doing, that in due season you shall reap if you faint not. All right, guys, I hope this video has been a blessing to someone. And until next time, you all be blessed.